I often reflect on the quote from Lao Tzu: if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you're living in the future. If you're at peace, you're living in the present. Although this tends to feel like an oversimplification of these states of being, when we look deeply, we can almost certainly prove it right. I've noticed repeatedly that during times of anxiety in myself, I'm thinking about all the things I need to do, the people I need to see, the tasks I need to complete, all future-based. When I bring myself back to the present moment, my heart rate tends to come back down. Now, I'm going to be very realistic here and say that I've most certainly not reached Eckhart Tolle's level of enlightenment, and therefore I'm not able to stay in that ever peaceful now moment for very long. Instead, when anxiety rears its head, I start shuffling through my bag of tools to make it go away. Okay, do some breathing. Okay, get into nature. Okay, put my feet on the earth. All with a desperate attachment to the outcome of feeling better, making it go away. I decided to attempt a new strategy recently, which came up in some great conversation I had with a dear friend. We discussed bringing awareness to pain as an observer, instead of trying to analyze it and find a way to fix it. Getting quiet and still, and allowing the pain to bring the answers to us. I was able to put this strategy into action recently while having some reoccurring pain from an old injury. I made the choice to surrender my need to dissect and find reasons and solutions. I stopped the shifting and the rubbing and the stretching, and I lay still and I just observed with my beginner's mind. I noticed, I named, I spoke to it, I felt it. I feel you, pain. I know you were there, all while doing nothing to attempt to change the experience. And with that absence of resistance, a full surrendering, and no attachment to outcome, I felt my body sort of melting into it and relaxing with it. The tension I was creating to try and get rid of the pain was now gone, and in turn it felt way less intense. Pain plus resistance equals more pain, it turns out. Fast forward a few days after this enlightening moment, and I'm experiencing anxiety. I witness myself frantically going into my mental toolbox to try and rid myself of this feeling in my chest. When I recall my experience with physical pain, that was so eye-opening only a few days before. So I think to myself, oh, that made me feel better, so I'll do that again. Well, you see what I've done there now. Now I've attached a desired outcome. I'm still trying to make it go away. Instead of noticing it and expecting nothing, now I'm noticing it and expecting to feel better. So it's become no different than all my other tools. I sit there going, ugh, this isn't working. I'll never make this feeling go away. I'm doing it wrong. In hindsight, I'm now able to see that the reason my experience was so much more positive a few days prior was due to my beginner's mind. But that's how our human brain works, right? We look for patterns, we base our decisions and choices on previous experiences and outcomes, thinking we can duplicate a feeling. Beginner's mind is simple, but it's not easy. We try to unknow the effects of something in the efforts to experience it authentically again and again, to walk the same path and try and notice something new each time. It goes against our nature. We are creatures of habit because removing the unknown makes us feel safe. I do believe I was on the right track to attempt to find comfort in the observation of my anxiety. But what if the comfort comes not from having it go away, but from the acceptance that it is here? Instead of allowing frustration to creep in, let's embrace the freshness of curiosity that cultivates a beginner's mind. And maybe, just maybe, we might be okay with not being okay.